welcome to Little Workroom Crafts. My name is Davina and I live in the southeast coast of the UK. Today is Monday the 10th of November 2025 and this is episode number 228. I had to look that up because obviously I recorded every day in October and I couldn't remember. So I had to go back on my videos and have a look. Oh dear me. Anywhere you can find me is down in the description box, and anything that I mentioned today is also down in the description box. Right, what a week. As you know, I was supposed to take a week off. Well, you know what I'm like for my week off. Well, anyway, I am now officially on break until the 1st of December. Yay! Oh, yeah, I'm so happy about that. But at the end of this, I have had this morning, I've been up here since just after 5 o'clock and I've just got out the shower and freshened up and done my hair and everything and ready for the video. And I have just had my last shop update of the year, okay? And it's winter season. That is the theme. It's winter season, not Christmas. Because I find that Christmas, you're kind of limited, you know, if you're going to use it only in December, it's like a lot of money, isn't it? You know, for some people, well, for a lot of people. So I like to do winter because then it goes right up until the old spring. So you get more use out of them all. Okay, then, right, so at the end, so I ain't going to do it now. At the end, I am going to show you what I have put in there, but it's something for every craft. There's the project bags for knitters and crocheters. There's project bags for cross stitch. Now they haven't been in the shop for a while. There's grind guards, you name it. You know, they're in there. Okay then, right, so that's that until the end. Also, I've got a special little thing that from my dear friend Amy. Hello, darling. Which you'll be getting in with your sales. Yeah, another unique one, I tell you. Oh, she's amazing, that girl. But I'll show you all about that at the end. I have only got a couple of crafts because I've been kind of because I say I've been working so much up here. I've only been doing little bits downstairs. But, oh, hang on. Because I keep forgetting. We've actually missed a week, haven't we? Yes. I have got two. We'll do them first then. We'll do cross stitch first. And then I will go into the knitting because that's the only two crafts I've been working on, really. I've done a couple of squares in my autumn blanket, but nothing, you know, nothing major. Right then, so as you know, during October, I was cross-stitching a little Elmo. A dear friend gifted me the kit, a DMC kit, a couple of years ago. And I'm going to make it into a little decoration for our tree this year. So I've got a bit of paper there. And I got it finished. I am so pleased with that. And I said to him, I don't have finished, but oh, my Lord, it's you. Yeah, oh, come on. Go light again. Let me disappear. I've got the light on. Why is it gone dark? Hey, that's better. Yeah, so I've got that done. Also, I'm assuming he won't be watching. I have finished the secret stitch. Well, I know he don't watch. So, Diddy, if you're watching, don't tell him. Please. So, look at that. That is just amazing, isn't it? I just love that to bits. So, this was brought off of Etsy. Unfortunately, on the actual chart, they don't have the details of who the designer was, which is a bit of a shame, really. You know, if you watch, you know, advertise yourself on your patterns. But any cute. So I did him on the mint green because on the original he is done on a white, but I just thought he just looks so good on that mint green. So, and as you know, I have got the advent calendar and I've got him a card. So because we were talking actually, because he doesn't know anything about this at all. So the 1st of December is on a Monday, isn't it? Now, I normally decorate everything on the first Sunday of December. Well, that's another week away, isn't it? So I am going to be decorating on the 30th of November. Yes, the Sunday. And then, so then he can have his decoration and his advent calendar and his card. And that's his Grinch box. Because he is a Grinch. On Saturday, Lou, the hairdresser, came over, and she called him a Grinch because he was moaning about Christmas already. But yeah, I'm just in love with that. So yeah, these two are complete. They were a lovely stitch. They really, really were. So I decided to start something new. So I looked through my stash, and my lovely, lovely friends from the Stitchery Dorset, hi, gifted me a load of patterns, didn't they, from the Fat Quarter Shop and, you know, the It's So Emma and Laurie Holt. And this one, it just stuck in my mind, and it is called Sleigh Ride. And that is in It's So Emma. So I come up here and I got my stuff and I got my threads out. So much easier, I will add. And I thought, you know what? I might do this a bit different, as you do. So I found in my stash, I've got it on my big frame. I'll put this behind it. See if I can tuck that actually inside the grind guard. That might help. See if it makes a difference. Yeah, right. So I looked through my stash and I thought, well, to me, I think he looks better if he's going to be flying at night, because that's when Santa come, isn't he? All you guys out there that I know watch with your nans and your mums and dads know that Santa come at night time. So I thought, well, I would like to do a night scene. So I looked through my stash and I found it's not navy, it's like a French navy. And look at that. I am just loving it. It's coming up so well. It really is. I'm just loving this stitch. So the only thing I'm going to have to change is, which, to be honest with you, I'm more of a traditional anyway. Here they've got his sack. It's a plaid, haven't they? As a check. And so that dark blue don't show up. Obviously the light blue do, because you've seen it in the house, but the dark blue don't. But in my opinion, well, actually my sacks when I was a kid was a pillowcase. We didn't have sacks, we had pillowcases at the bottom of our bed that he used to bring us. So I don't quite know yet what to do for the sack. I haven't got a clue, but I will think about it and see what I come up with. I don't know whether to use the lighter here they've used for the reindeer and just do it all as a solid, or I don't know. I don't know yet. I will come across that when, you know, when I get there, basically. But yeah. And whenever I show this, I always get questions because it's adjustable. It comes with a posh thing to adjust it to all your hoop size. And I got this from Amazon, and it's a desktop embroidery stand. Just Google it. It's absolutely amazing. I love this. You know, it rotates and you can fling it around for them, like, you know, cutting your threads off and everything. But whenever I show this, I always get asked, and I got it from Amazon. It was Mishka's fault because Mishka brought one, and then she showed me. I went, oh, well, I've got to get one of those. And I tell you what, amazing. It does come with a long piece coming out with a little wooden bit where you can peg your patterns, but I never used that, so Glenn found me a little rubbery bit so you know, to fill in the gap. But honestly, it's amazing. Oh, I better remember to take a bit of paper out. I'm going to stitch through that, anyway. So yeah, but no, I am well enjoying that. I really am. It's just lovely, and it's Christmas time. So I've got to get those two finished, fully finished now. And that's the cross stitch I've been doing, because I've just been doing that, you know, while I've finished up here and going down. Then in the evenings, I don't know, we've got a lot of birds in our garden. It's very windy and rainy at the moment this morning. It really is. And it's colder. It is cold. It's nice. So, yeah. So, anyway, the other thing I've been doing is knitting. As you know, I have been doing this bloomin', and I will say bloomin', muslebrough hat. Oh my gosh. The amount of times I've unpicked it. Anyway, right, so I've given up on doing the circular cast on thing, and someone did comment on the video when I brought the pattern about just starting it when you start with as you do on Magic Loop. That's worked absolutely fine, so I've mastered that. Then I thought, oh, you know, I'll knit along and see how it goes. And I didn't like the fabric. I did not like the fabric at all it was knitting in. So I thought, we'll practice the yarn. So I ordered a couple of balls of it because it was on sale as well. This one and another one of the Yarn Smith Merino sock. And I started again. The one I don't know what I've done with it now. Oh, it's actually in here. It's still in here. Was the darker one. And I got the dark grey for the brim. And I was going to do those. No, I'm not now. Because anybody out there, you know, that's just starting with sock knitting, you will know, well, it's like any knitting, any crochet, you know, any yarn, basically. You know, different companies, even though they say like DK, it's different thicknesses. Like to me, the Stylecraft Special DK weight is thinner than a, oh, what's it called? The Serdar, is it Serdar Bonus? That is a thicker one. That bonus is a thicker DK. And that's like with sock yarn. And that merino is a thinner one than the zigzag and the West Yorkshire spinners. See, that's why I don't like using the head over heels from Stylecraft. I keep wanting to say special. From Stylecraft, because it's a lot thinner for a 4-ply sock yarn. And I just don't like knitting with it. So anyway, I kept casting on and casting on. Anyway, so I thought with the merino, and I thought, no, this is not working out. So I thought, right, I'll go down a fraction of a needle size. So I went down to, because I was on 3.5, because the designer recommend going up 2 sizes from what you use for your for a sock, what you're using. And I normally knit on a 2.5, you see. So I went up to a 3.5, and it just weren't right. It weren't right. So I looked on the ball band, and they say the maximum 3.25, and I thought, ooh. Now I can see why, because it literally was just so fine. It was unbelievable. So I was still faffing around with this. So when I come up here and I managed to find some 80 centimetre fixed, you know, circulars in the 3.25. So I tried it again, and I kept trying and I kept trying. I ain't exactly a loose knitter, but I wouldn't say I'm a tight one. I'm a pretty average knitter. Anyway, I was trying, and I think I still don't like this. I just do not like the feel of the fabric. There's just something not right, and that's a lot of knitting. As you well know, for the muslebrough, it's a lot of knitting for something that you're not going to be happy with at the end. So anyway, this was yesterday. Actually, this was as late as yesterday. I went and took off the bit that I'd done again with the 3.25s, and I thought, right, put it away, Veen. Try again in the morning. So as you know, my little baby boy, who gets me up at 3, because he's a good boy, he had me up at 3 this morning. Anyway, so he was running around having zoomies, something chronic. He was having a real good fun, he was. And then we had a cup of tea, and well, I had a cup of tea, and then he decided he wanted to lay on my lap. So I got this photograph. I was there, and I thought, right, I'm going to try again with my muslebrough and go back to the original yarn that I found in the stash that you see me find in Vlogtober, but with the 3.25s. Wow. It's taken me like 2 weeks, but I've finally got there. So I've gone back to the King Cole Zigzag. And this is the yarn that I picked originally. And this is what, I'm flying now. And this is what I have done this morning. I know, it's just unbelievable. It's just clicked. The fabric is so much better. I'm happy with the way it's knitting up. I have ordered some, because I don't want to do it all on the magic loop. I'm just doing it until the increases are finished. Then I want to put it onto a circular, and she recommends a 40 centimetre. So I didn't have a 40 centimetre in the 3.25. So I've ordered them from Woolwarehouse. So just one pair. And yeah, so hopefully by the time they come, I will actually have, you know, have the increases and that all done. So we're back to where we were. I am going to be doing the nice green because I just think that's going to look so nice as the brim. And yeah, so we're back on track. Finally got there. So now I know how to do the cast on, like even without looking at the pattern. How many stitches and everything. I'm just on the increase. I've got to go a little bit more to find out how many stitches I am in an inch, I think it is, and then that works. Then you work out on her chart how many increases you've got to do for the size you're doing. Yeah, so if I get this done for the end of November, I don't know. If not, it'll be a Christmas present for him. That's all I'm going to say. But I will say, now I know what I'm doing and where I'm going with this and the size of the needles and everything else, I will definitely be making more. I will definitely be making more. So I have brought the pattern up so I can show you. So it is the muslebrough by her. And yeah, as I say, it is a lined, fully lined hat. So there is a chart actually. Right, I'll just show you. Here it is. So let's. Oh. So basically, you start here, you do your increases, then you knit all the way to there, do your increases, cast off, and then pop it inside itself. So, so you can do a. So I'm going to do this part here, B and C, as in the green for a brim. And then I'll carry on with the variegated here and here. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. But like Nancy from Kitty Scrapper, she's done loads. And hers are amazing. But you can do scrappy ones. Do you know what I mean? They're brilliant that way. Absolutely fantastic. And just finding out your tension and your needle size. But don't be put off if you want to make one. You know what I mean? It does get there in the end. It really does. My gosh, she does have a video all on it. She really does have a couple of videos on YouTube, actually. But I say I haven't gone with the circular centre because I just could not get that at all. But I am actually really happy with the way this is turning out now. Yeah, so we got there. We finally got there. So that's all the crafting, the personal crafting I've been doing this week. At the weekend, Glenn and I, oh, it was so nice. He was home and it was, I can't remember what day it was now. Anyway, over the weekend, we baked our Christmas cake and I tried a new recipe. Now, the recipe is absolutely amazing. So I will be showing it, but I want him to taste it first because I don't eat fruitcake, but he loves fruitcake. I've got to feed it now every fortnight with the brandy that I brought. It's the first time I've ever brought brandy. I've gone out on my own and brought brandy. I know. 55, that's not bad, is it? But they're in plastic bowls now. What happened to the glass ones? I don't get that. Anyway, that surprised me more than anything. Anyway, so yeah, we did it. And so I've got some photographs of it because it was done on the stove, a traditional. It was brilliant. So it was done on the stove and then we had to mix all the dry ingredients and oh, it was brilliant. And we thoroughly enjoyed it. We both made a wish when we were stirring the cake. And yeah, so at the moment we've covered it and we've put it in a dark place in the cupboard and we'll get it out every fortnight and feed it. But as I say, once he's tasted it and he'd tell me what it's like. And then if it's nice, after Christmas, I will show you the recipe and everything. And then we will, yeah, go from there. Because that will definitely be, if it's nice, it will definitely be one that we'll make more often. So, yeah, so there's lots of photographs going to be at the end for you to look at of us doing our cake making. It was brilliant fun. But as I said, so sorry, so if you're only here for the crafting, I'm ever so sorry it's only 2 pieces this week, but I have been busy up here in the little workroom. So I am going to be talking shop talk now. So if you're not interested in shop talk, so you know, thank you ever so much for watching, and I'll be back next Monday. Right then, let's go, shall we? Because this has got to be one of my biggest updates I've ever had. And as I said at the beginning of the video, this is hang on, just before you go, I've got to say a big hello to Sue. Hi, Sue. I was out in Morrison's on Friday, and this lovely lady, Sue, came up to me and said, "You don't know me, but I know you." And I think this has never happened in my own town before. Colchester has happened, but never in my own town. And yeah, so she was lovely, absolutely lovely. It was lovely talking to you, and I'm really pleased you came up and said hello. I really, really am. And I did say I was going to say hi. So hi, Sue. Oh, it was brilliant. She doesn't live here in my town, but she lives in the one just up from us. So yeah, it was lovely, absolutely lovely. So I'm glad you come and said hello. Right then, back to shop talk. Where do I start? Right, as I say, this is a big one. First of all, I got in contact with my lovely, 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 lovely friend Amy from Rowenberry Robbin. She is just so clever, and I mean extremely clever. She's my sticker lady, and as you know, with every sale you get a free sticker. And she donated the poppy ones this year. We've done sunflower, we've done pumpkin, we've obviously done my logo. This year, something different, we've got an Elmo Christmas. Isn't that brilliant? You say, go over to her on her Instagram. She's got a Ko-fi shop. And yeah, Rowenberry Robbin. She is brilliant. Stickers. She's done a mug for me. T-shirts. She's done Elmie's Christmas stocking. So that will be coming out in the next couple of weeks, because I've been collecting his prezzies already, as you do. But look at that. That is just amazing, isn't it? I just love them to bits. So with every sale of these, you will be getting a special Elmie. Oh, there she is. Look, Rowenberry Robbin. What's that? Oh, I don't know. You'll be getting a special Elmo Christmas sticker. Never had them before. I just think they're brilliant. Absolutely great. She did send me something else, but I don't want to show it yet in case my brother's watching, because I'm out with my brother in the week, and I'll show you next week. That'll be the best way to do it. Right then, okay, so let's get into these. But this is at the moment, as far as the video is, what is in the shop. Okay, so if there's sales in between this, you know, this is what's in there at this very moment. So we have, as I say, this is winter. 1, 2, 3, 4. I love this fabric. Extra large bags. That does really remind me of the is it Polar Express, that film. I love that film. So that's that one. We have gingerbread houses with a red bottom. We have a nighttime street with snow, and we have a plaid. So that's the extra larges. The larges, this one is lovely. Obviously they'll all be pressed. Trust me, they will be. So that one is lovely, isn't it? We have a large in the train scenery, and then we have 2 of the mediums. We have the gingerbread and we have the plaid. Also, where have they gone? We do have a couple, not many, but some yarn cozies. We have 1, 2 in one in this. Cute, isn't it? we have two 2-in-1s in the Dragonfly. That's all the 2-in-1s. In the 50s, we have a pair of the Dragonflies. We have, this is a bit random, this one. It's not anything to do with Christmas, but not everybody do Christmas, do they? Skulls. This one is I was tempted, trust me. Look at that. We have 50s in that. Then we have what I call the 20-gram minis, which is perfect for colour work or your, especially for your advents that are coming up. And one each of those there. So that's the knitting, crochet, yarny side of it all. Now, for the cross stitch or embroidery side of it, we have, so I haven't made these in ages, and I thoroughly enjoyed making them. That's the front and that's the back. They're zipped, fully lined. There's that one. There's that one with that on the back. And this one. Oh, I know, I was tempted. Look at those little robins. So, and it's got little red hollies on the back. So that's the 3 of those. Now we have, sorry about the rustling, we have grind guards. So these are the Nerge 4s, and which is for a 12-inch, not in that book. Yeah, 12-inch Nerge 4 or 12-inch hoop. And that's those. This one here has a little bit of the green. They're all in the pictures. As the truck fabric, this one. And then this is 4 different fabrics. So we have 3 of those. Mediums. This is for the number 3 Nerge or a 10-inch wooden hoop. This is the, what's the name you one? Holly. The bows. This is a bit of a patchworky mix. You want to look at that little fabric. That's cute, isn't it? And then this is the gingerbread house. So there's 4 of those. Now this is for the Nerge 2, which is up to an 8-inch round hoop. Right then, okay, so we've got the Night Street, the Robbin with the red, what's the name? The tartan or plaid, something a bit different. Reindeer, well, they're not reindeers, they're just deers. And this is what I had left of the train, but I had to add little bits to that. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. But as I say, that is at the moment. And at the moment, so I don't know if they're still in there when you're watching this. Yeah, that's it. Make sure I show you right. 2 thread beds in those fabrics. So all them are in there at the moment, as I say, but it could change, couldn't it, by the time this has been watched and so on. Okay then, right, so I am actually going to get this edited and get this up so you all know. And I will be back on Monday the 17th, isn't it? Yes, it is. Wow. Tomorrow is Poppy Day, as we all know. I know that they have they had the ceremony thing in London, didn't they, yesterday? But down in our little town, they actually have a special one on the day. And that's the one I normally go down to. So, yeah, I'll be popping down there tomorrow. So, as always, remember them. We've got to remember them, bless their hearts. And we've done so well this year, haven't we? We really, really did, to help them. Okay, then, right. So, as I say, I'll be back on the 17th Well, I'm out with my brother on Friday, I think. Yeah, I am. I'm out with my brother on Friday. Okay then, right, so I'll be back then on the Monday. So please take care, stay safe. As always, my lovelies, happy crafting. Bye.